Hey, good morning. Welcome to Morning Coffee with Sandye. And thanks to Ginny, I get to drink mine right out of the pot. Oh, it's very hot. The, the nice thing about this is it's the cutest little mug I've ever seen in my life. The second thing is it's not little. And the third thing is it keeps your coffee really hot. I can't even drink it yet. I've got to wait a minute. Sorry. Good morning. Good morning. Hey, first of all, let's get this ponytail controversy handled. My brother has a ponytail, but mine is much thicker. Okay. It's not curly like his. Okay. So it's not as cute as his. And he's a guy, so it looks more bizarre on him. But right now, I'm going for the Caesar's Palace look, right? Isn't that the way the girls all wear their hair in Las Vegas at Caesar's Palace? Up on top of their ponytail with it falling down graciously all over their face. Yeah. Well, it's going to be another 110 day here today. So I need it off my neck and out of the way. Good morning. Happy Sunday. Yeah. Good on ya. So much. So much. First of all, probably most important, and I hope you're watching. Good morning to my little brother, Rob, who with his wife Marty are out in Casita Sandita right now. I'm sure they didn't sleep well last night between barking dogs, crowing chickens, and somebody was shooting off fireworks during the night. They were so loud that it sounded like they were literally in our yard. And they're in our yard. And if it wasn't them, they were highly disturbed, I'm sure. Even poor Indy got up out of his sick bed to see what was going on and called 911 because we thought the whole neighborhood was having a war. Okay, it wasn't that bad, but it was close. It was very close. There's so much today. So much today. I had some conversations yesterday about my little kidney disease scare. We don't have to go into the whole disease thing, but when you get a call and someone says you have, here's what I learned about that. The whole world just disappears and all you can think about is your mortality and what you still have to do and what you're grateful for. So in a way, getting a call like that is a gift because it kind of puts your priorities in place. Doesn't kind of, it totally puts your priorities in place. Totally. I personally, I'm great and I'm fine. So don't worry about me, right? Isn't that the way it's supposed to be? No, but seriously, don't worry about me because what they said, I can take care of. Yeah, this is doable. My coffee will help right now. But all right, I'm going to take that. Did you know it's like a real coffee pot and it's got this little lid that hooks onto the handle? Takes my other hand to do it though. Yeah, it's a right-handed trick. Now it'll get a little cool air in there and I can drink my coffee. It's 7-Eleven day, and rumor has it that if you go to 7-Eleven, you get a free Slurpee. I don't know if that's true. But it'd be good for business, wouldn't it? It's also National Mojito Day. Do you like mojitos? I've had them a few times at a Cuban restaurant in Torrance, California. Phenomenal food. I can't remember the name of it right now. I'd go there again. I know where it is. I don't need to know the name. I need to just show up. That's the only place. Well, no, once in New York, I had a mojito. A mojito was my go-to drink for about a month. Yeah, something like that. I'm pouring a little cold water into my coffee. I really want my coffee. Cheers. Oh my God, that's so good. Oh my gosh. The coolest thing happened yesterday. I have a Fritzi report. I have so much for you, but I got to tell you this because this blew me away. When I got home last night, I had a letter in the mail addressed to, are you ready for this? Talk about not wanting to open it. Defendant from the Superior Court of California, County of Riverside. Defendant Sandra Lynette's. That'd be me. And I thought, oh my God, what did I do now? I didn't do anything wrong. I swear I didn't do anything wrong. Well, for those of you who've been with me for a while, you know that about, I don't even know the date that it happened, but I'm going to say it's at least 6 months ago now. I got a speeding ticket. I know I told you about it. I was on my way to tennis at a friend's house and I got a speeding ticket. And I didn't think it was fair. The ticket was for going 57 miles an hour in a 45-mile-an-hour zone, which is clearly speeding. And I don't deny that I was going 57. I probably was. But I wasn't. There were only like 4 cars on the road. And I was like, there were like 2 in one lane and 2 on the other lane. And I was the back car in the right lane. I wasn't passing anybody. I was just going with the flow of traffic. The cop who pulled me over, I think pulled me over because I was like, the easy one to get because I was at the back. It was a motorcycle cop hiding literally behind some trees, came out, followed me without putting a light on for almost a half a mile before he finally put on his light and, embarrassed me in front of the whole world and said, "All right, pull over. You and that CRV, pull over." Anyway, so then he pulled me over and I said, "Officer, why are you pulling me over?" And he said, "You were speeding." And I said, "But I wasn't going, like I wasn't passing anybody. I was driving carefully. I wasn't being reckless." He said, "You were exceeding the speed limit." I said, "We were all exceeding the speed limit." He said, "You were exceeding the speed limit and I pulled you over." Okay. So he gave me a ticket. It was $238 for the ticket. That's a lot of money. Plus, what was it going to do to my car insurance, right? I was upset. I took the ticket. I paid the $228. But on my way home, on my way there, no, I'm lying to you. Let me get this straight. On that day, after I played tennis, I went home and I thought, I can't believe the speed limit was only 45. I swear I thought the speed limit was 50, in which case you wouldn't really get pulled over for going 5 or 6 miles over the speed limit. So I drove it again and I took pictures that from my house almost all the way up to where he pulled me over, it was 50 miles an hour. And less than a block after where he pulled me over, it had just changed to 45, which explains why he was hiding where he was. The speed limit just went down 10 miles an hour and suddenly I was speeding, right? I didn't think I was going that fast, but I was once I passed him. Okay, so that pissed me off. That made me mad. So I took pictures all the way along to show the court that it was 50 miles an hour, like right up until he saw me. Then I went back the next week, it was like 3 or 4 days later to check, and all of the speed limit signs on that street have been changed to 45 miles an hour. All of them. So apparently it was in process, and that was the first one they had changed, and I happened to get caught. So I wrote this long letter to the court saying, "Hey, look, I can't tell you I'm not guilty. I'm guilty. I was speeding. But let me explain why I was speeding and what the circumstances were." And I went through this whole long rigmarole, and I sent them all the photos I took. And now, all these months later, my case was dismissed and they're sending me back my check. I fought the law and I won. Yeah, how about that, guys? There is justice in this world. Ta-da! $238 and a whole lot of aggravation worth. Okay, so did I already tell you that in 1274, Robert the Bruce was born? Yes, I did tell you that, right? He was the King of Scotland. And now he's sleeping in my casita, Robert the Bruce. That was a long come around, but that's my brother's middle name, Bruce. So Robert Bruce, not the King of Scotland, but Robert the Bruce is sleeping in the casita right now. Actually, he's already up in the casita because we're already having the argument about who has the cuter ponytail. I think you should vote for me. Mine's cuter. And speaking of ponytails, some guys can't have a ponytail because they have no hair. Didn't we talk about that yesterday? Wasn't it Celebrate Baldness Day or something? It's Yul Brynner's birthday. Talk about a guy who's got skinhead. Yeah. But and the King and I, there's something about him. He was both annoying and inviting all at the same time. I know a lot of people like that. E.B. White's birthday. Do you remember? Do you know who I'm talking about? E.B. White was born a long time ago. I thought he was, like more recent, but no, he was born in 1899. E.B. White is the author who brought us Charlotte's Web and Stuart Little. Both of those amazing books that from generation to generation we keep reading. And they keep doing movies and cartoons about them, right? Oh, I love Charlotte's Web, okay? But Stuart Little, see, I've got this thing for little things. So having everything miniature for Stuart, I like mini. What can I tell you? Like mini coffee pots. Happy birthday, E.B. White, and thank you for being born, because without you, we wouldn't have Charlotte was the spider, right? Wasn't Charlotte's Web? And what was the pig's name? Okay, if you know the pig's name, put it up there on the chat chart, would you please? But another author was made famous on this day. Yeah, we got today was the publication date for To Kill a Mockingbird. Timely piece for today. Yeah, about a child getting woke, no question. All about prejudice and racism. A lot of good lessons in that book. So on this date in 1914, I'm a baseball fan, right? I mean, because after all, my son Mike, he was going to be a star, It was fun to go watch baseball. I know some people think it's like too slow. I don't. I love baseball. Today is the anniversary. Well, there's the birthday. Might be his birthday of George Herman Ruth. Babe Ruth. Yeah. According to Encyclopedia Britannica, which may not be like the final word when it comes to sports, he is the number 1 baseball player of all time. And it wasn't his birthday. Today was the anniversary of his first major league game. That's it. Babe was up at bat for the first time. You know who he played for? Okay, I'll tell you. He played for the Boston Red Sox. Yeah. Son-in-law Dan, that should make you very happy. The Babe was one of your boys. Ooh, yeah. How many of you saw Hamilton? Yeah, that's like most of you, right? Some of you saw it 4 times, 3 times, 5 times. I saw it twice myself. Whoo, baby. Today is the day of the duel out of that great scene in Hamilton where Aaron Burr and Hamilton duke it out with guns, right? And Hamilton keels over. Burr kills him. Yeah. Woo. Oh, and do you know what they killed each other? I mean, what they shot each other over and one died? Some nasty, insulting remarks that were said at a dance or something like that. Wow. I mean, what would happen if every time you were insulted, you killed the person who insulted you or challenged them to a duel? We may have a lot of AK-47s around, but I don't think there are a whole lot of us killing each other over insults. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe that's what the AK-47s are doing. Oh, let's see. What else do I have in my notes today? Oh, I didn't give you the Fritzi report. She's so precious. I spent about, 20 minutes, a half an hour with her. And then my brother Rob and my sister-in-law Marty showed up. She was so animated and she was so sweet and so cute. And I kind of feel now like, maybe I'm not so special because she couldn't stop telling him how gorgeous he was and her how beautiful she was. It kind of demeaned, me a little bit, but it's okay. When I'm alone with her, I am the prettiest one in the room. That's what she tells me. I'm pretty, so it's okay. And you know what? My brother is gorgeous and my sister is beautiful. So, hey, obviously Fritzi has good taste even at her age. And speaking of her age, she is going to be 98 in, like 2 weeks, not even a week. What is it? Today's the 11th. Oh, 9 days. She'll be 98. And my friend Lolo's mom, Annette Smith, famous singer, she turned 99 today, and she's still singing. She's amazing. Amazing. Yeah, she was the voice of, I want to say Catherine Grayson in Showboat. She did all the singing in Showboat. Amazing voice. Amazing voice. Annette, happy birthday to you. 99 years. Mm. And my friend Juana posted that she went to her mother-in-law's 101st birthday this week. What's going on? This is so cool. I mean, and these are all people who are still vibrant. I did hear some stories about people who were having, let's say, an unpleasant transition to the other side. So to them, I send my love and my blessings. Ease your journey a little. Dun, 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 dun. Wasn't that the Newlywed Game? Because this was the day that it debuted too. That's kind of a fun game. Do you know the person you're marrying? And the answer was no, not really, not that well. Okay. George Gershwin. He died on this day. As a nice Jewish boy, and you're supposed to remember people on the day that they died, and they left behind all these wonderful memories. So George Gershwin, to you, I salute. What a guy. Yeah. His first hit song, I think he was like 16 years old or something. And he wrote, Swanee, how I love you, my dear old Swanee. I give the world to be among the folks in DIX. I even know that Mammy's waiting for me, praying for me down by the... Okay, you get the idea. I love Swanee. It's such a happy song. I could use my little light things and dance to Swanee. Ooh, Indy, you should put that on our list. Swanee, that'd be a good one to dance it to. He used to write with his brother George. They wrote Porgy and Bess. Bess, you is my woman. Yeah. Rhapsody in Blue, Funny Face, An American in Paris, Girl Crazy. Girl Crazy is the show that made Ginger Rogers a star. And my favorite thing about Ginger Rogers, she used to dance with Fred Astaire. She said that women dancers deserve more credit than men dancers because they have to do everything the men do, but they have to do it backwards and in high heels. That's a great quote, isn't it? Can't forget that one. So in 1889, the town of Tijuana, Mexico was founded. Well, first thing that I think of when you say Tijuana is there's a radio station, Channel 98. Channel 98 was like the station when I was a kid. KFWB, Channel 98. That was all our music, Channel 98. But what we didn't notice right away was its tagline, and it was... Oh, now I can't remember it. Maybe I'll remember it. But it ended with Tijuana, Mexico. They were broadcasting from Mexico. Yeah, we didn't even know that. Tijuana, Mexico. So it's the border town next to San Diego. So consequently, if you live in Southern California, San Diego from LA is only a couple of hours. It's not uncommon to drive down to Mexico. And you have to go through customs and across the border. And you go through Mexican customs going out, and then Mexican customs and American customs to get back into the United States. And during different times, you'd have to prove that you were an American, and you'd have to show some proof and like that. And sometimes they would just, like look at your car and decide if you were okay and check you in. And most frequently, they would stop you and do just a small search for drugs, that you weren't bringing drugs back and forth. And at the border, on the American side particularly, they would check you. And if you looked at all guilty, it was not uncommon to have your car pulled over and have it like completely opened up, including under the seats, and have dogs in there and, looking for drugs. And in all fairness, that's where everybody went to I mean, in college, that's where we went to drink beer because we weren't old enough to drink in the States. So we'd drive down to Tijuana or Rosarita and we would party. We would drink and dance and have a good time and then go back home. When I was a kid, my parents used to take us down sometimes on weekends and we'd just go touristing and go to the highlight matches. And it was awesome. We loved Tijuana, except for there were some really poor areas of Tijuana that would just break my heart. But the shopping was awesome. So one particular trip, I don't even remember who I was with, but we had parked our car on the American side and we decided to walk across the border. So we didn't feel like driving. We knew we were going to have a couple of beers or something. So we walked across and we ate and we drank and we shopped and I bought a couple of little things. And on the way back, we got stopped in customs and they asked us if we had anything to report because you have to say what you bought when you were over there. Ladies and gentlemen, the jury, I swear to you, my brain went into left field and I responded with the following saying, because I had bought some decorative vases and things. And they said to me, do you have anything to declare? And I said, I don't think so. And they said, did you buy anything in Tijuana? And I said, just a little pot. Immediately, 2 more guards come out and they move us into a different room. And I have to show them that I am talking about flower pots, right? Yeah, I wasn't trying to be a smart aleck. I really wasn't. I felt so stupid. That was the time, like I did that one other time where it's like open mouth, insert foot. No kidding. I was, I don't know, 16, 17. And my boyfriend had just given me his ring. And I was so excited. And I had this onyx carved head of a Trojan gold ring. Big, huge clunker. I had lots of yarn on it, like girls do, so it would stay on my finger. And I walked into a party like this. Hey, everybody, come see my Trojan. Yeah, that was really embarrassing. That was really embarrassing. Trojans, of course, being the most popular prophylactics in the United States. And I walk into a party of teenagers declaring that I now had a prophylactic and a big one. Okay, moving right along. Maybe we should just go right into the word art, okay? All right. You are unique. I give you that. There is no one like you out there. There is no one just like you. You are unique. But you know what? That guy's unique too. And you know what? I'm unique. The coolest thing about uniqueness is that it's what makes us all the same. Yeah. We are all unique, which makes us all the same. Ponder that one for a minute, will you? It's kind of like the chaos theory. Woo! In the meantime, have a sip and a smile. Have a super Sunday fun day. I know I'm going to. Indy's feeling a little better this morning. The dogs are over the noise of the gunshots or firecrackers or fireworks or whatever they were. And all is right with the world. Have a super, super Sunday, and I'll see you at the beginning of Fritzi's birth week. Yes. See you then, my friends. Bye-bye.